Coming up on Mountain News this morning, police officers here in our region asked drivers to stay off the roads and stay safe during the possibility of dangerous winter weather in the forecast. And animal health agencies remind pet owners to think of their four-legged family members to keep them warm and healthy this winter season.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
I'm blaming the cold weather for me this morning. My brain's just everywhere. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. 5:32 and it's Wednesday. Let's head over to Brandon. Speaking of cold weather, Brandon, so this morning I like to report that my car had just a hair of frost on it. But the car behind me parked behind me, Chandler's car actually, was covered in frost. So I was like, what in the... I don't know. Maybe my car was just parked in the warmer spot of downtown Hazard.
Never know. You just never know. That could happen pretty easily around here. So there you go. Temperatures out there overall, not terrible this morning, but enough where the skies cleared out that we had a little bit of frost. 25 up on Buffalo Mountain and at the Hazard Airport this morning as well, up at Wendell Ford. Heading up to Julian Carroll at Jackson. It's 30 up there, 34 at the Lonesome Pine Airport over at Wise. Several sensors still out this morning. As I said earlier, the National Weather Service has been notified. They're going to check with those specific airports to see what's going on with them. Hopefully we'll have an answer a little bit later on. Teens in Ashland and Irvin this morning, and then again mid-20s out there for a lot of the area to start your day. Across the state and region, 26 Carbondale and Paducah, but you can see already up into parts of northern Illinois, the purple starting to show up. That's that Arctic blast that'll be working its way toward us. 28 the Tri-Cities, 32 Knoxville, 31 Nashville, 30 in Louisville, and 21 across the river in Cincinnati this morning. Day planner, sunny skies, beautiful day. You wouldn't think winter will be starting a little bit later this afternoon, but it is 49 for a daytime high. More clouds build in as we head deeper into the afternoon. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. Well, police in Laurel County are asking for your help in a missing person investigation. Deputies say 45-year-old Bridget Evans was last seen off East Laurel Road near the Clay County line around 5 p.m. Tuesday. She is 5 feet and 9 inches tall with brown hair that reaches below her shoulders. They say she is possibly driving a 2019 GMC Acadia. If you have seen her or the car, you are asked to call 606-864-6600 or 606-878-7000. With dangerous wind chills in the forecast this week, local law enforcement officers are asking drivers to stay safe and stay home. The Pikeville Police Department is reminding drivers of the dangers of icy road conditions, saying anyone who has to be on the roads Friday and into the weekend should do so carefully. Officer Tony Kahn says there are some small ways to stay as safe as possible.
Before you leave home, make sure your car is roadworthy, good tires, antifreeze levels where they're supposed to be. It doesn't take a minute to check all that.
Well, to best prepare for the weather and see updates on the forecast, you can download our WYMT News and weather apps. We want to let you know about some warming stations here in the mountains. The Recreational Center in Whitesburg, as well as the Sand Lick and Gordon Fire Departments, are serving as emergency warming stations. The hours of operation will be as necessary during the upcoming cold weather event. And here's some more in Wolfe and Breathitt counties. The only warming station in Wolfe County that we know of so far is the Wolfe County Senior Center. No specific days were specified, but normal operating hours will be from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Anyone needing assistance after hours is asked to call dispatch at 606-668-6757. And the two stations over in Breathitt County are the Jackson and Rossville Fire Departments, and they will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. through the holiday weekend. You also must call to use a center. The number you can call is 606-666-2424. Another area was added for Breathitt County, as well as the second floor of the Jackson Fire Department behind the Jackson Inn will be available 24/7 as a warming center. And Pulaski County has announced an emergency warming station as well. People will be able to come to New Life Church in Ferguson. The church will be open from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. No days were specified for that warming station either, but it does intend to be open through Christmas weekend. We are keeping a list of warming stations as we learn more about them on WYMT.com. And the governor has asked for at least one to be open in every county. Well, the upcoming blast of winter weather is coming just in time for the holiday travel season. AAA estimates thousands of Kentuckians will travel this week for Christmas. Thousands more are expected to take to the skies. Transportation leaders are making sure they are prepared for what's ahead. Samantha Valentino reports.
As experts are calling for severe winter weather this holiday weekend, 1.5 million Kentuckians are planning to travel, according to AAA.
We're prepared for cold weather, possible snow, or any other type of elements that may come our way.
The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says everything is ready to go.
We have salt supply, we have calcium chloride, all the materials, chainsaws are in place, so we're ready to go at any time.
But some drivers are choosing to stay home.
We're just not going to take any chances on it.
George Cumbest doesn't have to travel far, but he and his wife always go see a movie on Christmas Day. Are we still going to do that if the weather's bad? Or are we
yeah. That won't stop even getting up here to Regal.
And over at Bluegrass Airport, Tammy McClure is awaiting a special Christmas arrival.
We're here to get our son. He is coming back from A school in the Navy.
She says they planned his connection in Atlanta rather than Chicago.
The weather in Kentucky during this time of the year can be a little unpredictable, so we wanted to make sure that he got here.
She wasn't going to let any winter weather prevent her from getting that long overdue hug.
Glad you're back home.
And for the other 21,000 Kentuckians traveling by air this holiday,
we feel like we're in great shape to handle any potential weather impacts that are coming this week, so we'll be ready and open for business.
In Lexington, Samantha Valentino.
Bluegrass Airport recommends keeping an eye on the weather both locally and in your final destination, as well as downloading your airline app to stay up to date on any delays or cancellations. Well, as the temperatures continue to drop, animal health agencies are telling pet owners of what to do and what to not do during the winter months. Whether your pet is an indoor pet or an outdoor pet, there are always measures that must be taken for their safety in the colder weather to prevent frostbite. Dog booties and coats are a great investment to keep your pup warm in those chilly temperatures. And if your dog is an outdoor dog, heated water bowls are a great way to keep the water in the bowl from freezing. And there's a warning now from pharmacies involving certain medicines for children. Drugstore chains, including Walgreens and CVS, are limiting the amount of children medications they sell due to short supply and high demand. One pharmacy owner in Lexington says he's been pairing people with prescriptions for 40 years and says the shortage of cold and flu meds this season is the worst he has seen in decades.
I think proactively buying cold flu products right now is a good thing because the flu doesn't usually peak till January, late January or early February, so we are way ahead.
Well, it's a problem that may linger well into the new year and even early spring until the supply chain can catch up with demand. Well, deputies in Letcher County made a holiday arrest on Monday, one that could end up saving Christmas. In a post on Facebook, Letcher County Sheriff's Office shared some pictures of their arrest of the Grinch in the parking lot of the Walmart in Whitesburg. The Grinch was arrested and taken to the Letcher County Detention Center, putting an end to his Christmas stealing days. The whereabouts of his faithful companion Max are not known at this time. Brandon, you look different in those pictures.
Hey, don't question.
I didn't know they took you to jail. They should, at least. All right, well, Santa made some early runs in Johnson County Tuesday evening. Those with W.R. Castle Fire and Rescue held their annual Santa run yesterday and made stops throughout their coverage area. They say not only did Santa spread tons of Christmas cheer to the visit also that gave the chance for the volunteer firefighters to interact and give back to their community.
It is a chance for maybe us to see some of the things that we don't normally see and hear some of the things we don't normally hear from out in the community. So we enjoy getting around and seeing everybody.
Well, now Santa is back in the North Pole, preparing for a busy Christmas Eve full of deliveries. Well, just ahead here on Mountain News this morning, a post made on a Soccer Stars Instagram page breaks a record on the platform. We'll tell you why in just a few minutes.
While today looks fairly nice, that trend will not hold and temperatures will crash behind a big-time cold front by Christmas weekend. I'll have more on possible impacts in about 3 minutes.